So I get this question just about every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and it's a fair question, but if you have to ask if you should be using a Dex Mag, you probably should be. Now, there's actually a good reason why you might not want to use it, and that's because not every class can make use of this. And depending if you want to play other classes in the future, you might want to pick another straight pure stat mag to go along with those instead. And your only way around this would be to either buy another mag for, I think it's still only $3 on NA. It's anything I could ever tell you to buy. It's either premium or those. I'd buy them if they're $10 each. That's just me though. That's the quality of life. That's how good they are. But besides that, you could either just do that or make another character. Since you get a free mag per character, you could make 3 characters and have one character for ranged, one for melee, and one for tech, and have the respective mag for each type on those. And that's one way around it. But for example, let's just go over each class and go over what you could do instead of a Dex Mag if you wanted to play other stuff in the future and not want to buy any more mags or deal with that, at least for now. So for Braver, if you wanted to go strictly Katana, you could go a pure melee mag and be fine. That would open you up to be playing Fighter, Hunter, Hero, Etoile, and stuff like that in the future, so that's pretty good. If you want to do strictly bow and never ever touch the Katana, you would do just fine with a ranged mag. And that would open you up to be playing Ranger, Gunner, Hero, and Etoile later on too. If you wanted to play a hybrid Braver though, you would absolutely need to play Dex, and there's no way around that. And for Bouncer, you could actually use a straight melee mag for the Soaring Blades and the Jet Boots, and this is because of a skill called Switch Strike, which changes your scaling of your PAs off of melee attack instead of tech attack. And if you wanted to strictly just play more of a caster type Jet Boots, which isn't much of a thing anymore, but if you wanted to do that, you could go tech instead. And for Phantom, they kind of use all 3 different weapon types, so you'd be pigeonholing yourself into only one type if you only had one mag. But for each one of those weapons, you kind of play it as a standalone weapon for that class. So you could do a single mag type for Phantom, but you'd only be able to play one of those weapons, and it might not be the weapon you like for that class. Going on, there is one time you'd absolutely always want a Dex Mag no matter what, and that's if you used a Braver or Bouncer with a Phantom subclass, because both of their mag skills will stack passively, so you get 400 each stat instead of 200, and that's just amazing. So you should absolutely go for that. And if you use any of those 3 classes as a subclass in general to any other class that's not a Dex class, you could still make use of that skill, which is pretty cool. So just keep that in mind as well. If you take anything away from this video, Dex will make it much easier for you to ever have to worry about any of this stuff. But there are alternatives you can use. And that mags are just so inexpensive and so cheap, you should really consider buying some more. And I guarantee it that just about everyone who's watching this, if you're still playing a half year down the road, you will have bought probably more mags. You just probably will have for quality of life. And if you're still on the fence on whether you should make a Dex Mag or another type of mag, put this into consideration. If you started with a Hunter, and you made a melee mag, and then let's say next month, or a few months down the road, or even tomorrow, you wanted to make a Ranger, you would then need a ranged mag. This is no difference than making a Dex Mag now and then needing a different pure stat mag later on. Eventually you're probably going to have all 3 on one character, or have 3 different characters, as I mentioned before, for this. So think a little further down the road, think of what you really want to be doing in the game, and then choose what you want to do. You really can't go wrong with a Dex Mag on these classes, but at least now you know why some people say that they don't go for that on them. And with that, take care.